Give credit to San Diego. I think they're a really well-coached football team. Really respect their staff and their players and how they play. And it was a good win for us over a good football team. I thought we played well. There's some things that really stood out for us. The interception for a touchdown to get us jump-started, to get up 7-0. And then I thought Easton Stick played exceptional football today. And I'm hoping and really counting on him taking this and taking his game to the next level. He played really well at South Dakota, played really well today. He's playing with a lot of confidence, and for us to be successful, we have to be able to throw the football with our play-action game, and I thought RJ played exceptionally well too. And so, all that being said, it was a kind of a grinded-out win, and I thought we hit a couple of explosive plays, Chase's explosive catches. They had everybody in the box, so we had to run some of those wheel routes to try to loosen them up, and we still couldn't loosen them up. So give credit to San Diego on a great season, and we survive and advance, and are 1 of 8 now. So we'll open up for questions.
What have you seen out of Easton the last 2 weeks? 2 back-to-back 3-touchdown performances.
He's just throwing the ball with a lot of confidence. He's preparing as he always prepares exceptionally well. He's seeing things really well, whether it's pre-snap or post-snap, and I just like the way he's going about his business. He's throwing the ball that well in practice every day too, which is fun to see.
Is it a noticeable difference from the regular season, confidence-wise?
Well, his back was bothering him from game probably 6 to game 9 or 10. He wouldn't say that a whole lot, but it was bothering him, and I think that affected some of his delivery, some of his mechanics on his delivery and stuff. But he feels really good, and when he's running the ball like he is, as well as throwing the ball, it makes us pretty dangerous.
Pierre and Darius, why did you help?
Well, obviously Pierre got his injury, and we're hopeful for him, and Shep's got a leg injury. We're hopeful for him.
Like that wheel route play just seems to work an awful lot. Every time you run it, it seems it's a big player touchdown. Why do you think that's so effective?
Well, a lot of it is how the defense is going to play us, because a lot of times when we're running our jet or iron or steel series, that player has to send the play back inside, because he's what we'd say the outside lever player, and they were coming up really fast on our outside run. We noticed that really quickly. They were coming up fast and forcing the ball back inside, and so when you do that, I think you're really susceptible for that same look, because we have a run play as the same look of skipping by that guy and going down the seam, and it's a great play, and it's worked for us for a couple of years now.
Describe Stump's day today.
Stump was all over the place. I didn't see what his final stats were, but with Pierre down, MJ really had to step up his play, and I thought he did that. I thought Jalen Allison made the play of the day on that first drive, knocking the ball away, and then MJ getting the touchdown off it. But MJ's playing at an All-American level, and he needs to continue that.
Your impressions of Board?
Chris played an awful lot of snaps. We'll find out how he did, but I know the stage wasn't too big for him. He was excited about the opportunity. He's a real physical guy, and most likely he'll continue to play some of those snaps.
Where's MJ on the toughness meter, if you will?
Yeah, he's exceeds the charts in my mind. I mean, if it's 10, he's a 15, because he's just a warrior, and loves to play the game, loves to fly around and be with his brothers out there, and he's playing at an All-American level and has all season long. It's not just sporadic. It's every game. MJ Stump, I think, is a difference maker on defense.
Expect Tucker to play next week?
We'll find out. I couldn't answer that right now.
A few weeks ago, you had players involved in some of the extracurriculars, personal fouls, and since then it seems like penalties have been down significantly. And today, only one charged penalty, that offside. How much does it mean to you, just the discipline of your players, how it's progressed through the season?
Well, we're hopeful that our guys are continuing to learn from their mistakes and penalties, and our coaches do a great job of pointing those things out in the film room. And, I was really pleased, because I thought this officiating crew did a great job of just letting the guys play and decide it on the field.
19-1 as a starting quarterback. What do you say about that record?
He would defer it to his teammates and say his teammates are 19-1, but the kid's a winner. He's a leader, once again, I go back to his preparation and how much film he watches, how he prepares himself. He sees things so well. I really enjoy visiting with him throughout the week of the things that he's seeing. He's not missing things in the game, and whether it's a pressure and stuff, and he's just playing at a high level. And we have to keep remembering he's a sophomore, and I know his best football is still to come.
Chris, what are your thoughts on San Diego, especially considering it's a no scholarship program?
They're a tremendous football team, and when we watched all the games, with the exception of the first game against Cal Poly, there weren't a lot of games in question in the second half. So they're dominating their competition, and so it was hard to find a lot of great video to watch on them against, when it was the going was getting tough and having adversity and stuff. And I was really impressed with the how physical they played. I think the back's a legit guy. The back's a great player. I was impressed with their corners. They did some good things in the run game against us to eliminate some of our perimeter run. They're a exceptional program. Coach does a phenomenal job there, and they're somebody that is going to continue to get in the playoffs, and they're going to beat teams.
How well is the offensive line playing right now?
Well, that's, knock on wood, the one area that we have stayed healthy, and you get those 5 guys that have played as many snaps as they have, especially the 3 seniors, Plankers, Leckler, and Big Zach, that are playing at extremely high level. Austin Cooner's been a 3-year starter. Colin Connor's the first year, but he's settling in, and as we go, so goes our offensive line, and they're protecting Easton and open up some holes, and they're playing really well.
So go to state again. Would you rather have a fresh opponent, or would you rather have someone you've seen a lot?
Well, it is what it is. We're down to 8 now, and so I think somebody told me in there Youngstown 1 as well. So 3 of the 8 are Valley schools, which is great. Obviously you wish you could be 3 or 4 of Valley schools. That'll never happen because of just how the committee lays it out with regionalization. There's still regionalization. You can say what you want, but there is. And so, it's an opportunity for us, and we're excited that we're in the group of 8, so to speak, and we know it's going to be a great football game against a great opponent.
How much should this set the tone for you guys, though, to be able to come out, get a convincing win, and also get some guys some rest still?
Yeah, it was tremendous, to spend the week that we did not knowing who we were going to play, and then to, come Monday, really worked totally on San Diego and had a great week of practice. I told the guys I thought our service teams did a great job of preparing us, and then it was great to see those young guys getting an opportunity to play a good chunk of that fourth quarter.
Your crowds have had as big of an effect on other teams this year as they have in the past?
I couldn't answer that, Mike. I mean, today we were up 21-0. I thought they were really loud, but I'm kind of glued into what's going on in the field. So I don't know, but I know this. There wasn't probably a seat open, and Bison Nation loves coming out and cheering these guys on, and we've got the best crowd in FCS football. I know that.
Can you say something about 3 out of the 8? Talk a little bit more about that. There's 3 Valley schools when it seemed the league was down this year.
Yeah, you know better. Our league's never down. I mean, shoot, we're 3 of the 8, and you and I talked. We thought Youngstown was going to get Jacksonville State. I thought they just had a great football team, and it just shows you now the strength and the parity of our league. And I'm excited that there's still 3 of us left.
To say this is the most explosive your offense has been? It just seems like a lot of big plays, and the time of possession almost doesn't even seem like a factor anymore.
Yeah, well, it was today, but a part of that was how their defense was playing. I mean, there's 11 guys within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. If something pops, it's going the distance, or if we're able to get around like the wheel routes and we get behind people, it's going to go the distance. And so, we didn't see a lot of deep safety looks today where people were going to just methodically let you move down the field. They were going to, it was a home run hit, or they were going to get a tackle for loss at times, and we hit some home runs today.